Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I look like a mess. I just woke up a little bit ago. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick. A little bit of a backstory. So I started testing at 10 DPO. I started using blue dye. I don't know why. I think it's just kind of all they had. Now, I don't really like to use blue dye, but I don't know. So every single blue dye I've had has had a faint line. Now, I was so much like in disbelief that I didn't know what to think. I was like, oh, it's an evap line. It's gotta be. But it was just so distinct and blue in color and just there. Like I could even see it holding it kind of from like at arm's length, like far away. And it showed up in the time frame. So I was kind of like, okay, I don't know if that's an evap line or not. So I had my wife pee on one, and I also dipped another in water. And the one that I dipped in water and the one that my wife peed on, they didn't have lines at all. Like not even in the slightest. Even after they dried, there wasn't even so much as an evap line. So I'm like, what the heck? I myself have taken like 6 blue dye tests. All seem to be faint positive. But I've taken the first response early result, pink dye, negative. So I don't know what's going on. I'm 12 DPO now. If you want to see, this is kind of like what all of my tests look like. Like you can see those lines, like they're clearly there. These are the ones that were like dipped in water and that my wife peed on and whatnot. These are not mine, but these are 4 out of like the 6 that I took. You can clearly see those lines, and like these two, I don't know, in my personal opinion, they seem to be getting darker. So I'm not quite sure. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, I just went to the Dollar Tree because I'm lazy and I don't know, I've had really bad experience with the first response early result, like with really bad indent lines. So I just went to the Dollar Tree and got these ones. I don't know if anything's gonna come up. I don't feel like I'm pregnant. I'm not necessarily like, oh my God, I've got to be pregnant. Like I'm in such disbelief at this point, honestly. Like I don't even know what to think. Like, I don't know. Like I personally, I don't feel like all of those would be like a faint positive like that if they were just evaps, especially because they're all doing it, except for the one my wife peed on and the one that was dipped in water, you know? So I'm just not really sure what to really think at this point. So I guess we'll find out. Now, I had already peed this morning. It's only been like, I've only held it for a couple of hours just because I'm impatient. This says to put 3 drops. I'm going to do these both at the same time just because they are technically different. So, but I guess we're going to find out. I don't know. I'm just like kind of annoyed because if these are in fact like actual like evap lines, like it's gonna piss me off because like when as a woman that's trying to conceive, like no matter what your situation, like it's really disheartening and like really frustrating when you get a false positive like that. And I feel like these companies, like with the technology available to us, like, you know, at this day and age, like why is that even happening? So who freaking knows? All right, let's go. I'm gonna put a couple drops in here. Okay, that one's running. I don't know, and like I honestly feel like I just don't know what I feel like. I don't know what I think. I don't even know. I'm about to find out though. I don't see anything so far. I don't know. I'm starting to get frustrated. one app says my period's due today, but typically I don't think it's due for like 2 days, so I'm still like a couple days out. But it's just crazy. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but like, can you see that? Like, it's clearly there. And it's dark and it's blue and it's like thick. It's not like a skinny evap line. So I'm like, I don't freaking know, dude. I got 2 of each because I knew I was not gonna have the patience to like wait a couple more hours to like hold my urine. So it's only been like an hour and a half or 2 that I've held it. So I got 1 more just in case like I held it later, but I honestly don't really see anything. There's like nothing there at all, like not even the slightest. I don't know. I'm really confused. I know like people say blue dyes are the devil, but I don't understand like why they would be that bad. But like the only ones that don't have a line are like my wife's and then the one I dipped in water. This is them. I don't see anything like at all. So, all right, there's that. Guess I'll be back tomorrow to test again. Bye.